Yo. Fresh off my final destination, avoiding the Pikachus and Pokemon trainers, not settling for nothing less than first placement. I met a knight that couldn't fight when compared to greatness. Yeah, I'm the missing link in all chains, with no sword, just a punch like Falco, all flame. They all lame, know they all game, so watch me.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick.
What's up, everybody? This is your brother One with another public announcement. Today I want to talk about freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and better yet, just freedom to debate, to challenge the status quo. I had an experience on Kotaku today where basically I was almost banned due to challenging an article that was written. Kotaku, in my opinion, is notorious for being biased towards certain game companies, certain game consoles, and they don't hide it. You can read any article, and there's multiple writers on the site that have their own agendas. If they don't like a certain game, a certain system, a certain company, they let it be known. Well, to make a long story short, I had a comment that was banned or flagged as spam, I guess, or just moved to an area that's known for spam, due to the only fact that it challenged the writer's opinion of the article I was reading. I posted to. The article is about Killzone 3 for the PS3, and this has nothing to do about the Sony Killzone 3 or anything. It's just the article itself and how he wrote it. Basically, this article it gives praise to Killzone 3, saying that this game is the reason why the writer can finally appreciate motion control gaming. He compares it to other games released previously using a PlayStation Move, but then also there's a slight little comment in there about Nintendo and the Wii. And basically, in his opinion, he could never really honestly give Wii first-person shooter motion control games a chance due to there's something always being lacking, something missing, which he didn't go in detail about. But the main problem he had was that Wii games were HD. So, if you read this article, you can come to the conclusion that he honestly never really played Wii games just due to the fact that they weren't HD. He didn't honestly give them a chance. And the praise to give this one game for the controls really has to do with the controls themselves. It has to do with just the game looking good and doing basically what the Wii's been doing for years. Like I said, it has nothing to do with Killzone, the PS3, or PlayStation Move at all. And if he wants to believe this is the greatest game to ever be created, that's his opinion. But the idea that he's now proclaiming this as one of the best experiences he's ever had, without even trying the other products on the market to compare it to. How can Mike Tyson be the greatest boxer of all time if you don't compare him, if you've never seen Muhammad Ali? How can Tom Brady be the best quarterback of all time if you never once watched Joe Montana play? The only way you could judge something and how better it is and how it set a standard is by comparing it to the previous standard, which he never did because the weed didn't look good enough for him. And so a couple posters posted it out, basically saying what I just said. Hey man, the Wii has been doing exactly what you said in this article for years now. The problem is you never played it because it wasn't HD. And me being the video game police, I had to chime in myself and let them know, hey man, like I said, exactly what he said. I know this site has always been known Nintendo haters. Every time you get a chance, you try to badmouth Nintendo, their games, for not having some of the features you consider standard on HD systems. But it's never vice versa. When they don't have something that the Wii has, it's never no kind of comparison. But I pointed that out, and next thing you know, my communist flag is moved, and I'm issued a warning. I'm also told to read the guidelines of the blog. And basically, the guidelines of the blog says that one of the main things that get you banned is basically commenting against the author or writer. So basically, you badmouth them in any kind of way, they can flag you. So now we're at a point where you can't debate. You can't reply, can't respond to an article on a blog or the video game site. No matter how hypocritical the article is and how you can point out and back up your facts you make, you can't respond to it now. These site owners can just basically just delete your messages, move them off to the side, hide them from the public site, and go on their business. You know, it has nothing to do with Killzone, Sony, or PlayStation to move. You know, if he really honestly believe it's that much better than the Wii, then that's his opinion. He has every right to that. But at the same time, if you don't believe something is better than something and not try the other due to some superficial facts and reasons, then how's your opinion even valid? That's the point. If you love Coke but never try Pepsi because Pepsi's can is blue, silver, and red, how do you know that Coke's so much better than Pepsi? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got flagged for that. And it's just one of those things where Kotaku, IGN, all these other sites, G4, supposedly they're representing us. They're our spokespersons, our spokesmen. You know, when Oprah want to talk about gaming, when CNN want to talk about gaming, when Fox News want to talk about gaming, these are the guys that they get to represent us, to put our best interests forward. But at the same time, they're not representing us because they're biased. They're fanboys. These sites are run by fanboys. These sites are run by people with agendas who are getting paid by companies to promote their stuff at the cost of discrediting other products because of their loyalty to the company that's paying them. And so, if this was one of those sites where, you know, a certain console site only, then I understand. Of course, you're going to sell your product. But you want these blogs that's supposed to be about everything for everybody, and at the same time, you're not in the way you cover your coverage. You're not in the way you write your articles. And at the same time, when someone at least challenge you, and not in a disrespectful way, but to say, hey man, you're wrong. You did honestly. How can you honestly tell us this is? How can this be fact? How can this be your honest opinion when you didn't even do the research to come to this conclusion? When they want to, you know, ban you and move you away because of that, then something's wrong. And they're different than the people I want representing me or my hobby. This is the one. I'll see you soon.